Hi Gemini, welcome to your July 2019 Angel Tarot card reading. First of all, I cannot believe I'm doing readings for July now. This is pretty amazing, the way that the year is moving forward at lightning speed. So I don't know if you're feeling that way too, but just a quick reminder, this is going to be a general reading for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Gemini. So if you would like a personal reading from me, please go to my website, angelawakening.net, or follow the links in the description box below. I'm using the Angel Tarot card deck by Doreen Virtue, Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck. And I'm also trying something new. I'm pulling a card from the Power Animal Oracle card by Stephen Farmer. It's a fairly new deck for me, so I might be reading some, but we'll just see what we get here. So, Gemini, I was tuning into your energy for the month of July, and it's interesting. I kept getting challenges that seem totally insurmountable. But interestingly, what is coming up is that these are challenges put in front of you. Once you overcome whatever hurdles these are, you start to see challenges as just minor, momentary lapses in the way the universe is supposed to be working for you. You're not going to be seeing them. It's going to give you more of an opportunity to start to see the universe as kind, loving, and wise, instead of, oh my gosh, what do I need to battle and fight for today? These challenges will start to strengthen your resistance to the flow, as well as give you a certain amount of confidence that you can handle whatever is coming your way, that it doesn't matter what seems to be in your path, or, you know, for other people where they would think, oh my gosh, how's she gonna deal with this? And then and you're gonna think the same thing, maybe in the beginning, but when you do handle it, you are going to really start evolving at a rapid pace, because that level of trust in you're not being thrown things just to knock you down. You're not being thrown situations and circumstances and people just to beat you into submission. The purpose behind it is to see how quickly and how, I mean, easily may not be the right word, but how easily, okay, that's what I'm being told to say, how easily it can be. Quickly, I think, is a better description, though. What might seem like this is going to take me 6 months, takes you 6 weeks. Or what you think, there's no way this person and I are ever going to get along, and then the next thing you know, you're going to lunch together. Or, your partner and you have this hurdle that you're like, we don't see eye to eye, and this might be the difference in the relationship. Suddenly, one or both of you meet each other halfway and see eye to eye and have an appreciation for the other's viewpoint, and it makes your relationship that much stronger. So once you start building on that, I feel like, and you start releasing the tension and the anger associated with, having this level of fear about what's about to come, or trepidation about how you're going to handle certain situations, your life can really start to take off in ways that you're going to be, wow, pretty impressed with yourself, because you stood your ground, you worked hard, you You stuck it out where a lot of other people might not have had that kind of resolve. So that's the introductory message I'm getting. Let's see if the cards tell us something similar that we should build on, or if they take us in a whole nother direction. The Dreamer, Archangel Metatron, a leap of faith. Follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. Well, to kick off your July reading, I can't think of a better card. To have Archangel Metatron, to have a major arcana card, to tell you literally you are entering a new and exciting phase of your life. So it is really important to believe in yourself right now and to know that the universe is kind and does want you to succeed. And now is the time to take the necessary steps forward with confidence. Yeah, and, you know, obviously continue to listen to your own inner guidance and your own, you know, the information that you're getting, the synchronicities that you're seeing. And it's possible you could need some additional input from people that you trust or an expert, but don't let it stall you from continuing to move forward with things that you want to achieve or relationships that you want to form or continue to build. Your opportunities to find creative solutions in the month of July, and really, I'm serious when I say impress yourself with how capable you really are and with how able you really are to magically find solutions. I think it's actually going to be fun. Dare I say, asserting your independence and having an optimistic approach to challenges you're going to find it fun. And what's going to happen, I believe, for a lot of us, I'm Gemini as well, and so I really have to, you know, do some extra meditating before these to kind of clear my filter and make sure I'm bringing you the best possible accurate message. But you're going to start welcoming challenges where before, you know, like I think I said at the intro, you know, it's like you're just anticipating every challenge is negative, and that's not the case. The challenges that are going to be put in front of you are going to be an example of how truly talented, truly capable, very skilled, very adaptable, creative you really are. And that's why they're there, so that you can find ways to structure more opportunity to solve them. And people are going to need you. They're going to need you. They're going to see that in you, even if you don't see it in yourself just yet. And they're going to want you to help them in areas that they can't help themselves, where they're not going to be able to do the things that you're going to be able to do because they're not going to have that level of vision. And so not only are you going to have an opportunity to, it's just going to come from every angle. It's going to be the faith side. It's going to be the vision and the dreaming side. It's going to be the hard work. It's going to be taking advantage of new and unexpected opportunities. It's going to be firing on all cylinders for you, because you love to have, you know, this array of opportunity to experience your life, to experience it through situations. And, you know, generally what we would appreciate is to have those experiences be positive. But I really believe that the majority of what you're going to be challenged with, even if it doesn't look like it at the outset, is going to be a positive opportunity to express yourself, to assist others, to guide people where they really don't have the answers. And that may be something to remember in the month of July as well. If people throw you challenges that you think are unfair, unreasonable, don't make sense, don't have an answer, it's not because they're trying to trip you up. It's because they're tripped up. It's because they don't have the answers. It's because they desperately need your help. So try to look at challenges and obstacles that way as you're like a guide. You're going to do your best to help people come up with creative solutions. And obviously when you've done everything you can do, you've done everything you can do. And then you got to let yourself off the hook and, and say, I did the best I could. Couldn't find it. Or here's what I found. I found XYZ. I didn't find ABC. That's going to have to go to somebody else, or you're going to have to give me more information, or whatever the unique case for you is going to be. But really, really a good start. And the 0 for me is, in this case, I think more about things kind of coming full circle. A lot of things that were confusing, a lot of things that haven't made sense are going to start clicking. Oh, that's why that thing didn't work out. That's why that person and I didn't see eye to eye. That's why they delayed this project. That's why, it's going to be like a revelation of sorts. And you're going to see the universe was actually protecting you. You could get word or buzz around certain things that you used to be involved in. Situations you used to be a part of, relationships you used to be in, work that you used to be involved in, and you start to hear feedback on, well, this is what's going on now, or this is what you would have been involved in had you stayed, or this is the person that you would have been working with if, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just getting revelation, really, for the month of July. So let's keep going. 5 of water. Things not turning out the way you'd hoped. Not seeing the positive in a situation. Crying over spilled milk. Okay. I think I know what this is about. I think this is really emphasizing the fact that when these challenges come in, it's going to be super important, and I'm supposed to emphasize it's going to be super important that you not see it as a negative, that you not see it as, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what the next step is. I don't know what people are talking about. I don't know why they're being so hard on me. I don't know why my partner is, being so difficult or so fill in the blank. Really trying not to treat situations that you're coming into as negative, but doing everything in your power to see the positive in what's coming at you. Because I think there's, again, a real possibility that there are multiple silver linings here in your experiences. And if you get trapped and tripped up in thinking that this is just to knock you down, you're going to be trying to, you're just going to get lost in something that's not healthy for you. So, you're not going to be able to fight the circumstances. And 5 is the number of change and also the number of love. So have faith that everything is going to work out and everything is going to happen as it's working out for a reason. So the situations that occur, the conversations, the frustrations, the fact that you might have less information, that you're going to have more faith maybe than information, that's all going to work out for you later. It's all going to benefit you later. And the more you can treat it as, all right, this is what I have. I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the information. I don't necessarily have a positive situation. I don't have necessarily, the most collaborative of people. I don't have maybe right now the most supportive of a partner. But I'm going to have faith that everything is going to 1000% work out, because the more I do, the more I try not to obsess on how I think things should have been different or should be different. The more I try not to obsess on that, or let me say this a different way. The more we obsess about things not being the way we want them to be, the less opportunity we have to create something truly stunning with what is available. And I'm still believing, even though this card can shake our faith a little bit, I'm believing that the purpose of this card is to emphasize this one. The very first statement on this card is a leap of faith. And it's walking into the unknown. And it's not having all the answers. And it's changing our patterns of thought, changing the way that we approach. It's going to be very easy to fall into a trap of negativity. And not just because I'm not saying that's what you do. I'm saying that that's how challenging the situations can potentially be, where you can get caught up in, this is never going to work. They're never going to understand me. You know, it's just going to be really important to continue to see everything is happening for a reason, and you are absolutely on the right path. So let's keep going. Four of Earth. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. So I usually see this card as just a reminder to take another look at our resources, to take another look at our finances. 4 is the number of the home and our foundation, and obviously that plays very well with the earth. So balancing your fears surrounding what you don't have with a real understanding and an honest look at what you do have access to. So this could be, you know, you're trying to, you want to go back to school, or you want to expand, you want to renovate on your home, or you're getting married, or you want to go on a vacation. And, you know, in a lot of cases, this can mean, you know, with this card, this can mean you're going to go on ahead and plan this trip. You're not really sure if you can afford it or not, but you're going to go. And this card is just saying, just be prepared that if you do something like that, there is going to be a price, you know, and maybe you actually can't afford it. Maybe you're not going to regret or resent your partner for taking you, because you have to pay later. But really taking an honest look at your finances, at your resources, at your environment, what's in front of you, what currently do you have that you can pull from, and where is it that maybe you have not paid attention to certain areas of your finances. And this is just going to be a good time to do that, especially in this time where you're knocking challenges down like whack-a-mole. You know, like one comes up, knocked it down, one comes up, knocked it down. So when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your resources, this is a really good time to take another look at those and identify. This is so funny, you guys. So I have the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck next to me, and I just was playing with the cards a little bit on the side, and I randomly pulled up this card. I didn't look at it. I just pulled it up for some reason and then put it back down. And when I went to put it down, this was the card. Waves of prosperity, top of the deck. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. So I think this plays really well with these two cards. Here we have a water card, and here we have not just prosperity, but waves of prosperity. So if you are serious about having faith, if you are serious about approaching obstacles with some lightheartedness, your opportunity to benefit with more abundance than you think is possible is absolutely possible for you now. We also get the Knight of Air. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. Creative solutions. Yeah, creative solutions. I mean, how many times can we say that? You know, how many times can we say creatively coming up with how you're going to navigate this new world for yourself, and being prepared. And I'm telling you, be prepared to dazzle yourself, to really be, not only, I mean, other people, sure, I mean, they're gonna wonder where the heck you came from, but really being, this could, in July and into August, it could mean the difference for you for the rest of the year and beyond, because you will start to see yourself, your abilities, and your future in a whole different light. And the events that can surround that type of faith will just trigger a wave of opportunity at hyperspeed. So now your plans can get implemented. There's a lot of activity. Your intelligence and creativity is on fire, and a lot of areas that you could be working with, could be non-traditional or unique or unconventional in some way. So not only maybe the work that you're involved in, but the solutions that you're coming up with, the findings in your ability to act fast, to go get things, to be decisive, to be assertive. That it can create some unanticipated conflict or some unanticipated situation that, requires you to make some decisions. So, you're going to want to treat your decision-making process with care, and you're going to want to be, be aware that you're firing it on all cylinders. Other people may not be, and you don't want to bulldoze over people either. You want to be cognizant and sympathetic, or maybe empathetic to the fact that, people are going to have strong opinions and feelings about certain solutions as well. But the genius in all of this is how you maneuver all that complexity and still find a way to come up with something that solves problems and really allows you to fully express all of your capability. So it can be a stretch, these can be stretch goals. They can be things that maybe you've had on the back burner for a while, things that you kind of decided, I don't have time to do these, or if you get a promotion, you're like, oh my gosh, this is way more than I thought I could handle, wanted to handle. And then I'm telling you, when you start knocking them out, and it starts to become fun, and you start to welcome the challenge, then you can relax into it, and you can kind of it becomes a part of you. It becomes a part of who you are. It becomes a part of what people need. It becomes something that only you can fill. Worthiness. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. Yeah, so as you're going through this process of helping people, find solutions, you're helping, a partner. If this is a love situation, you're helping a partner. You're, building on your relationship. You're going to start seeing that it's possible some of you have been blocking manifestations due to beliefs that you've had that don't serve you anymore. Maybe they never did, but certainly don't serve you now. And you never deserved them in the first place. So this is an opportunity for you to see. I keep going back to believing in the universe and its wisdom. But when you allow yourself to receive, you're actually helping the angels and God or source, however you refer. You help with the plan to demonstrate that there is possibility, opportunity, love, magic everywhere. It's absolutely available everywhere. And it's not just because people who get things, are rewarded for some kind of good behavior. That's not what manifesting means. It's taking advantage of understanding that it's all available to you at every moment in your life, and that's the effect of your positive thoughts, your positive beliefs, your positive feelings, and your optimistic outlook, and thus creating positive actions. I feel like this is getting really deep, but hopefully in a good way. So, yeah, I mean, again, this worthiness, I think, is going to come from you having this positive approach to any challenges you're facing as you keep building on them and as you keep probably getting them. But no, I mean, once you start realizing, oh, that wasn't so bad, or, I see the silver lining out of that situation, actually. And I don't know that I would have seen it if I hadn't gone through the challenge itself, if it had just dropped into my lap, But now I see the positive side in this, and you're on to the next one. And when you keep rolling like that, you're going to take in all of this positive energy that comes from you receiving, that comes from you appreciating and being in gratitude for all that you have and all that you've experienced. Tranquility, make time to relax, be still, enjoy your solitude, indulge in self-care. So I've gotten this a lot the last few months. I think this is something that all of us are having to really take another look at and be cognizant of. So as you're moving through this, what I'm feeling like is either new opportunity or new ways to express yourself, new ways to take your relationship to the next level, new job, new class, new expansion of any of those things. Even positive stress is stress. So, being willing to take that time to decompress, and a lot of us find that in nature, being amongst living things, being around water, being, actually in water. So if some of you enjoy the process of a hot bath, throw in some Epsom salts or essential oils, and just be cognizant of, as you're moving and as you're going through your days, and as this, I believe, this new found positive response to life is finding you, you're going to be releasing some toxins. You're going to be releasing some negative energy. And when you do, you're going to want to have some of that pulled out of you, drawn out of you, so that you can approach your next day with, this newfound assertiveness and optimism, and not have any of the leftover negative energy hanging on to you. And so finding that opportunity to relax, go within, 10 to 15 minutes a day, try to meditate, and ground yourself into, what this new life can look like. And again, I'm feeling very strongly that it's not just a series of one or two positive situations. It's going to be a flow of, and a flow. We've got, I've got 4 cards here representing the element of water. So 5, 4 or 5. And so really, being aware of going with the flow, releasing things that no longer serve you, having that appreciation for how worthy you truly are, and being ready to build on it. So let's see what our animal totem is for the month of July. Deer, trust your instincts to guide you through this situation. I'm going to pull the book out here for a second, and let me just see what jumps out at me for the sign for the animal totem of the deer, which is also listed here as the Pathfinder. It's a big forest out there, and I'm sure you feel a little lost sometimes. Let me tell you, however, that the path is well marked, even if you can't always make it out at any given moment. This goes back to what we said at the beginning. You're not going to see necessarily why this is all happening or why you have to walk down this path, but trust that it's all happening for a reason. So stop thinking about it so much or trying to figure out what everything means and analyze everything, but use your senses, use your, when you drop the sensation of how you're feeling into your heart center, into your solar plexus, where you're, into your gut, you get a hold of the true self. And getting yourself out of your mind, getting yourself out of, which I know we Geminis love to do, is think our way through it. So, as that was the title of our June message, I think this is a great expansion of that message, continuing to use our senses, continuing to use our insight and our intuition, continuing to dream, and using the awareness that you have to find what it is that you need in order to continue to move forward. So let's try to do a summary here. So we started out with Archangel Metatron. Again, taking this leap of faith, taking advantage of unexpected opportunities, understanding that they may seem like they're way beyond your capability, or this relationship is, getting too difficult, or, any number of examples for you individually. But having a fresh perspective, a fresh sense of possibilities, where before, you would see challenges and obstacles as a negative, negative sign from the universe. Don't treat it like things haven't turned out the way you've hoped. Take another look at all the opportunities around you to take advantage of situations, opportunities, relationships, and know that once you have this dreamlike state about yourself where you're not using your mind to answer questions and find solutions, you're using your senses, your visionary skills, your just this deep sense of knowing about what the next step is in order to assist, in order to connect again with a significant other or a partner. You're going to find events are going to really move quickly, and you're going to want to make sure that that you continue to review what's happening and maybe not get, completely lost in the what word am I looking for here? Yeah, I don't think getting lost is going to be the issue. I think it's going to be more like getting swept up, maybe in just kind of temper some of the, you're getting swept up in something and rolling with it. Check in with yourself. And I think this gets back to taking that time to relax, taking that time to check in, taking the time to de-stress and decompress and figure out, are you making a decision because you're just trying to move too quickly? Events are going to go, another one's going to come along, and the opportunity for prosperity with your positive thinking and your desire to look for these creative outlets, the worthiness, once you figure out that, this is about me being optimistic. It's not about me being a good person, and that's why I get something in return. And attracting those things that allow you to continue to trust, continue to believe, continue to guide you through situations that maybe you thought were impossible is just waiting for you in July. And I kind of feel like it's possible, at the end of June, you could start to feel this happen. You could start to see the ramp up, feel the ramp up, even the third week of June and into July. So, really powerful stuff. Really, again, I feel like this is more of a, this is more of a reading about how you're becoming a completely different version of yourself. It's like a metamorphosis is happening, and the way that you're responding and the way that you're becoming this new version is going to be long lasting, and it's going to be something that you will be very, very proud of when you start appreciating how far you've come. All right, Gemini, that's what I got. Again, my website is angelawakening.net if you would like more information, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.